Okay, so in our activity, I asked you to flatten this box, right?
Yes.
And as I move around, I saw different patterns form. So it's now time for you to share what you did. Okay, can I call a representative from group 1 to show the pattern they were able to form? Joyce?
Okay, so in our group, from this solid figure, we are asked to flatten this figure. So first, we started on one of the faces of this figure. So on this face, we got the 3 edges. We have the first, second, and third edges. So we have this. Then we had the base. We had 2 cuts on the base. So we have 1 and 2 cuts. One, two. And again, for the faces, we have 1 and 2 cuts. 1 and 2. So we had this pattern for flattening the solid figure.
So how many cuts did you make?
We had 7 cuts.
The 7 cuts in
Yes.
order to flatten the box.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So can you kindly post it there? Okay, how about group 2? Can you show a pattern different from this? Were you able to form one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Abigail, can you show it to your classmates?
Okay. So this is the original figure that we have. So first we cut the top face. So we have 3 cuts, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then we have that. Then the 4th cut will be here at the side, this edge. So we'll have this one. Okay, it has been cut. And next, the bottom base, we have 1, 2 cuts. 1, 2, and another cut here. So we have this pattern. Overall, we have 7 cuts.
Okay, is it that different from the first group's work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can you post it there? Okay, so we now have 2 patterns different from each other. How about group 3? Do you have a pattern different from those 2 patterns? Okay, Fritz?
Okay, this is the work of group number 3. So we have this original box. So we have cut this box along these edges, so 1, 2, and 3. So we have this cut. And then our group have cut this edge again and the other side. So we have this figure. And lastly, we have cutted this edge and this one. So we have this figure. So all in all, we have 7 cuts to make this figure, which is obviously different from these 2.
Okay. Okay, how about group 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you show your pattern?
So our group will show a pattern that is different from their pattern. So first, we cut the top base of this figure. So we have 3 cuts. From here, we have it 1 cut here, and the other is here. So we have the figure. So we have it first, this one, and then we got the one edge of the lateral face. So we cut it here. Okay. So and then on the bottom part of the figure, we also cut 3 edges. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And then, so we have, okay. So since we already cut the lateral edge of the edge of the lateral face, so we have the figure. That is different from their pattern.
Okay, good. Okay, how about group 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Andrew?
Okay, our group worked with the top face or the top base. So we cut the 3 edges, so 1, 2, and 3. So we have this one. And then we worked with the edges of the lateral faces. So we have cut all the 4 edges. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we form this figure.
Okay, so that is different from
Yes, that is different
previous
from
patterns.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? Okay, and group 6, can you add to our patterns here on the board? Do you have? Okay, so Leah.
Okay, so this is the work of our group, group 6. So we flattened the surface by cutting it 7 times. So first, we cut the upper base with the 3 edges. So we have here 1, 2, 3. And then the other base, we cut it also 3 times. So we have here 1, 2, and then 3. And then one edge of a lateral face. So we have this pattern.
So this one is the, look at this,
Yes.
okay?
Not the
That's
same.
the-
This face is different from this face. Okay, so can we classify them as different patterns for the
Yes,
box?
ma'am.
Okay, so we can count that as a different pattern. Okay, from our activity, we were able to find many patterns for one box, right? Okay, so I'd like you to point out on these patterns, okay, the edges, the vertices, and the faces of this box. Okay, so remember, how many faces do we have?
6.
We have 6. So can you point to us the 6 faces here? Lovely. Just use one pattern and then point out to us the faces of the box.
So these are the faces of the box.
Okay, so there are 6 faces. Okay, how many vertices do we have?
8.
8. Okay, who'd like to come in front and then point to us the 8 vertices of the box? Who'd like to do that? Mika? Can you point to us the 8 vertices? You can mark it using this pen. Okay, that's 1. That's 2, 3,
This one and this one.
so you have 8 vertices already? Nope. 2, 3,
4, 5.
so hard to imagine. So try to fold the box, so that will guide you. So 1, 2, 3, are you going to have a vertex here? If you try to fold it that way.
Yes.
So this will be your 4th.
This one and this one.
Okay, so that will be, okay, so try
This
to,
one and
you have so many X's. Can you just place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So if you have 4, for example, this, let's try to write. This is 1, this is 2, 3, this is 4,
this one and
4. So if you fold it that way,
this one.
so will you try to, will this be a vertex?
Yes.
With what?
And this one.
Okay, so you place here, say 5, and then 5, okay? So, continue. So try to fold, you should have 8. So 6, 6. Then you have 7. Where's the 8th one? So 8, 8. How about this corner here? What will happen to this? So which one? Is what number? It should be 7. Okay? So you have now it's more difficult, right, to imagine where the vertices are. Okay, so how about the edges? How many edges do we have? 12. Would like to come in front and then point to us the 8 edges. You can fold it as you count, okay? And Ariel.
In this pattern, there will be 4 edges on the bottom base.
Okay, will you kindly number it and also? Okay, so here, where are the edges?
This
It's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay.
7.
So where's the 8? 8. 8, okay. 9. 10. Okay, you have the 12. Can you check it? Let's try checking. Will you fold it? So let's see whether you have really 7, okay. 9, very good. And then we have 12. Where's the 12? So 11, 12, okay, very good. Okay, so you have now the 12 edges. Okay? Any questions so far? Okay, so what we're going to do now is, we're going to have 6 groups. For each group, I'm going to give you one solid. Then try to make one pattern. Okay? Only one pattern will do for each of the solids. So this will be your group 1. You can have a bond paper, just draw. Okay. Then you're going to share it later. This will be our group 2. Yummy. Okay. And then group 3. Just one pattern. 3. And then group 4. Maybe 4 of you will work on it. And then
May dalawang hexagon sa baba.
group 5. Now, try to imagine this to be a spear, okay? It's not actually a spear, looks like a spear. Okay, so, and then, can you work on that? Or you have to work on another shape? Okay, work on another shape.
Ano may nagits mo? Baba. Yeah.
No, you cannot cut. You cannot cut. Try to visualize what will happen if you're going to flatten the solid.
Marka na lang natin na 1 yun. Yung ilalim.
This time, you're not going to cut. Okay? Imagine, supposing you're going to flatten it, what will happen? Then we're going to verify later. Okay? Use your imagination.
Kailan ka siya ba? Kasya nilang 2.
Okay, work together.
6 eh. 6. Ito na yung hawak ko eh. Oo nga kasya. Sige, kasya na. Game. Hirap din makita eh.